The darker side of self-improvement. Not many people talk about it because everybody's into self-improvement, everybody recommends self-improvement. Even me, I love it. I love it with full of my heart. I wouldn't be here without it. But there are some darker sides to it. Like, I'm from the self-improvement generation of David Goggins, discipline, hard work, productivity, like worth 12 hours a day, kind of Alex Hormozy style. But in the last year or so, or even more, there has been this like new thing that's called like caring about your emotions and stuff. That's been kind of counterintuitive, and when you've been through both of them, then you feel kind of confused because should I listen to my emotion? Should I just push through the pain? And it gets like really hard, and you can get really confused from all of this stuff because there's a lot of noise out there. And for like all the people that are trying to improve and just get better, it's really hard topic to just have and to it's a really hard topic, and eventually it can get you like you'll become even worse than that, which the opposite should happen. And of course, when there's a lot of noise about stuff like, let's say, Stoicism, it's been really popular because of Ryan Holiday, because of all these creators that just promote it, and I like it. It's really good. Like, I have many books. I really love this one. It became like kind of this. It's lost its meaning and turned into kind of this, I don't know, wolf stoicism, or what is it called? And it's become like ignore your feelings, be an alpha or something, that weird stuff. And like even more like it became something like became a robot and just don't care, which I honestly hate. Because when you get really deep into this, and when you get really deep into more of topics like this, like you realize it's not that true. And especially when you're like me, you don't know what you should do. So you do everything you can. You do like you try this one, and basically they would even work if you try them alone or in just different anything. But when I tried alone, like everything went like actually wrong, in the sense of nothing worked for me. Like I've tried having a YouTube channel a million times. I had many businesses, side hustles, nothing worked. But I'm back here and with like clearer path and kinda really filtering the advice, because it's this thing that Chris Williamson called like hyper responders to advice hyper responders, which I agree with. Which, when I think for me it is when you respond to every advice highly, you kind of create this confirmation bias in all of these things, but then nothing changes. And basically you are just flooded with all of this advice that even you have for other people, but you actually didn't improve from the advice. You just kind of have it. You learned it, memorized it or something. So that's one of the darker side of self-improvement that I've experienced. But there's even more, and it gets worse as we go down. You know, like the guy who just takes hammer and just hammers his cheekbones, which like do not support, and just live and let live other people. So that's the main thing. And this is my first solo podcast ever, so welcome. Thank you for listening. And this is probably not a really good episode because my clarity of thought is still really cloudy, and I need to just get better at talking in general. So I don't know what I'm doing here. So I'm sorry, this is the first episode, so it will be episodes with host, which I'm really excited about, and it will be great, and I just can't wait. And this will be like once every 1 to 2 weeks, once every 3 weeks. I don't know, but it will be good. I will improve the next episode. I will connect the mic. I will just get better at this camera stuff because everything I have is a stative. That's really good because like in my first YouTube videos, like bugs were my stative. I just pick them, and the camera was like on freaking this. So I've improved. I've invested, and I'm kind of locking in for this. It will be great. I can't wait. The lessons I learned recently are that it's better that other people know this, because when I started this content creation stuff, I didn't want to know like anybody. It was my secret, my only. Nobody else knew about it. Like nobody else. But in the few last days, my closest family learned that I'm doing this, which was the most uncomfortable that I was in such a long time, and I grew so much from it, which is crazy because I don't have to act anymore. I'm still scared of filming this kinda, but it's better. It's better every day. Every time I pick up a camera, it's just more comfortable. And it's crazy because it's a feeling that I don't have to act anymore, at least at home. At least they know a little bit of what I'm doing, what I want to do. And they can't accept it, like they look at me a slightly different way, but they are just accepting it. And because of it I got my first subscriber, which is my mom, and it's more for safety than it is for actually being a fan of anything I'm doing. But like she's dealing with it okay, which I'm grateful for. And just kind of being happy that I get to do this. That's the lesson I learned. Like, a lesson I learned from it is really cheeky, but like when you want to grow, you need to just you know what you need to do. Growth takes time, and things may not come the way you wanted them, but they come in the way they should come. And it takes a lot of uncomfortable situations, a lot of new stuff for you to grow. So if you don't do that, if you don't commit, then you will probably not make it. But who am I to say that? So that basically, yeah, that's probably all. I will see you in the next episode. That will be with host. And I don't know, I will probably do just once a month, once a week, like checkups, like for my journey, like documenting how is it going, because I filmed my first episode this Friday, which was crazy. And I was so tired but so energized, and it was my favorite thing to do. Actually, it was great talking to people. And a weird thing I realized is listening to people is much harder than it is to speak, or than to just like hear what they're saying, or how should I say it, but actually listening to them, hearing it, thinking about it, and not trying to just zoom out of the conversation or even think about other stuff that is a very common thing to do. Was hard, like my eyes were pulsing. It was hard because I was looking at the camera the whole time. It's not good, but it's a first one, and we are going to improve podcast by podcast. So yes, thank you if somebody watched this, and yeah, bye.